Sneak peek. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Chris Jones. Thanks for being here today, taking time out of your schedules. And before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. About 55% of all viewers are not subscribed. Be sure to do that. Now, today's going to be sort of a different video. We are sort of in a roundabout way making an order. Something I haven't done in a long time. It's not just any order, however. We are making a bunch of plastics that are going to go out to you guys via a monthly subscription tackle box. Now, this is not just any normal monthly subscription tackle box. You know, we've all heard of like mystery tackle box, lucky tackle box, all of these fishing tackle subscription services. This one, however, is for the small bait maker, right? Well, maybe small should be here. Either way, I'm not very funny. Point is, this is sort of a custom bait maker's mystery tackle box. And I'll tell you all about the company. I'll even open this one up to show you what's inside. Maybe some of you watching are some of the bait makers featured in this box. So it's a subscription service for the custom bait maker. Yeah, so we're going to be making some stuff that hopefully looks good and might be in, I don't know if these are going to go out in the November box or not, but either way, there's going to be some world's worst fishing baits going in some of these tackle boxes, headed out to you guys. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so here it is, Hendrick's Fishing Company. November box is now available. We sell high quality tackle. I believe he also hand pours himself a little bit. So here's an example of one right there. So definitely give him a follow on Instagram. Doing some cool stuff. It's about time we had one of these. So here is the October box, I believe, and you can see I did a great job opening it. But let's just check it out. You know, this is other custom baits. So there's like a little packing slip. Yeah, here's the October box. Okay, so here's the lineup of what's in here. All right. Box is valued at about 40 bucks. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. So super cool, really well done, excellent presentation. So here's some weights. You know, looks like those are, you know, poured in-house from a lead mold. Yeah, I like those actually. Saber hooks, okay. Yeah, I've actually seen these before. These feel really good. I don't, really know the origin of these, but definitely check out Saber hooks. Now here's more my area. Okay, Southern Indiana Bait Company. Very cool. Very cool. Little Finesse Worm. And that is very finesse plastic. Plastic smells good. There we go. I always like to smell baits. It's a weird little tisk. Riverwise Fishing. Okay, check him out. Delta Bug Bluegill. Looks like a bass tackle mold here. One of their creature baits. Yeah. Little flipping bug. Very nice, very nice. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, we have a hard bait. Flip and Stick Bait Company. Oh, that's a nice jerk bait. You know what? With the fall shad bite coming around, I'm going to put that in the tackle box. Tech Baits, okay. Checkmate with Tech Baits. I love it. Yeah, some very, very salty stick worms. And then it looks like a couple stickers and stuff from all of the companies. So really, really awesome stuff. Super impressed. Definitely check them out. That's what we're doing today. We're going to be making a bunch of stuff to go out into some of these boxes and go along with some items like these. Okay, so being that it is fall and these baits could potentially go out in the November box, it's all about the shad bite this time of year. So we're going to run a bunch of jerk baits in some really, really phenomenal color shift shad powder patterns. So I think that'll be pretty appropriate. So we'll do that, and then we'll do something else. Maybe something a little bit more traditional, not a shad color. But I definitely want to get out some shad jerk baits in this box. So that's what we're going to do first. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do a 2-color laminate like we mentioned earlier. This is the ZTG. Alright, green hypershift right here. Let's go ahead and dump quite a bit of that in there. We want some good saturation. Yeah, get a load of this. Just watch this magic right here. Oh, look at that. It's like a green to blue hyper shift. It is absolutely stunning. Yeah, just look at that. There are no, and I mean no, shortcuts to getting this effect. You've got to get the hyper shift stuff. All right, that's going to be our top color. The bottom color is equally sexy, although it is a very different style of powder. This is the ZGA, one of the alien pearls. It has a green hue of its own. We might need a little bit more of it than that. It's sort of a green turquoise. It's more of what I like to refer to as an interference powder. It's almost a highlight. You can see it actually doesn't color the plastic as like a traditional pigment would. It's more of just a color shifting highlight. And when laminated together, these generally look pretty sexy, if I do say so myself. So this is sort of, right there is what I'm thinking. This is Dead on Plastic's swim bait blend. Nice medium durometer plastic, works really well for a 5-inch jerk bait, in my experience. So that right there is the color. All right, we just fired up the Fishing All Out vise, and let's lock and load. Looking good, looking good. And we're just doing a traditional laminate with the twin injector, okay, and the blending block. And I think these are gonna look pretty good. All right, here goes round one. The top side of the bait is on the left side. So that's the configuration of the mold there. Nice slow injections. And you know, this first run will let us know if we need to up the saturation on either of the two halves. These colors are really beautiful together, but sometimes you actually mix them a little too thin. All right, let's see how they turned out. Drum roll, please. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see how we did. What side are they gonna come? Oh, are y'all seeing that? Let's see how they laminated. Okay, the blending block, or sorry, the runner looks good there. Oh, hold on. Hey, how about that? Check it out. There it is. The hyper shift, all color shift, hyper shift, ZGA, ZTG jerkbait right there. Look at those. Pretty hot. All right. Here's run number one. I think they're pretty. What do y'all think? Something a little different, something that you might not see hanging on the store shelves. That's why we make our own stuff. I mean, just look at the effect. All right, lock and load for round two. That is just so much fun. Y'all have to get one of these if you like running a bunch of baits. All right, next run, a little closer view. You can get nice and intimate with it here. All right, holding a little bit of pressure. Fill up the runner. Slow and steady seems to do best with this mold. If I inject it too fast, I'll get air pockets in it. So slow and steady. That's with most injection. Most injection, if you get in a hurry and you inject it too fast, sometimes air can get trapped. It just doesn't have time to exit the vents, I guess. I don't know. But generally with anything, soft plastic, slow and steady, always wins the race. Forgot to show you all the blending block. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful the way that the light plays on those colors there. Right on. Gonna go ahead and get the other ones out as well. Just go ahead and just start pulling them like we would if we're like actually in a hurry to get stuff done. Just start pulling them. Yeah. Looking good. There they are. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So there is round number 2. Next. So whenever your big cups get too low to, I guess, continue operating out of the 2 cup size, you then kind of transfer into the 1 cup size, which you can sort of refill with, you know, the plugs that are left over in your injector. You know, all of this plastic right here is reusable, remeltable. You don't want to waste any of it. So essentially, we're going to now be operating out of these smaller cups after we remelt the contents, and then we can keep going. Furthermore, you know, there's still this ginormous, you know, film of plastic right in this cup, all of which can be removed out of that cup and remelted. So, you know, it kind of looks like we're running out of plastic, but really, once we reuse all of this, we'll get several more runs of these jerkbaits out of it before we're done. Hey, the lighting is really cool in here right now with the way that the clouds are. You can kind of really see the effect well. And by the way, this right here is round number 3. Looking good, looking good. I think we'll get probably 2 more rounds. And that'll be quite a bit of jerkbaits. Alright, so we're going to move on to the second color, and the plastic is cooking up. I wanted to show y'all a couple of recent hand pours that I've been working on. This is a sort of a different layering technique than I normally pour with whenever I try to do the really, you know, complex layered patterns in the swim baits. I've never really done this particular type of pouring on camera. It's something that I'm experimenting with, just ways to get the plastic into the mold in different configurations, different types of layer blending. So yeah, just something that I've been working on. Some beautiful Jetson, which color eye is that? That is the, I think it's just called Panfish or something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, sort of like a green and brown and black camo. You know, it's sort of like a camouflage bluegill. All right, now for one of my personal favorite colors, PB&J. I absolutely love PB&J colors because I love putting purples and browns together. I think it always looks incredible. So what we're doing is we're starting with a black grape base on one half. Then the other half is, of course, just going to be brown. Okay? So we'll get some brown in there. And then we're actually going to darken up that brown with some black. But for right now, we're just going to get our base colors. And a lot of times you'll see PB&J mixed a little lighter. This is sort of a dark PB&J. We're going straight black grape instead of a lighter purple. And then we're going to use a pretty dark brown by comparison. So there's the way that the brown starts. I always like to darken it up just a smidge, you know, so a couple drops of black there. Let's maybe go 4 drops of black. And you'll see right away how much darker that looks. And that's 4 drops of black in 2 cups of plastic, right? So we're already getting a much darker brown. And to me, these darker shades, when laminated together, I just like the look of it a little bit more than a lighter version of PB&J. But, you know, there's people doing amazing things with lighter PB&Js. This is just the Chris Jones PB&J. And then we're just going to throw some medium-sized flake in there. Medium-sized black flake. If I can find the spoon. Here we go. Yeah. So we'll do some on that side. We're about out of that. Do some on that side. So, give it a quick stir. Quick little stir. And then, of course, you can spruce this up. You can add some shiny flake, maybe some gold or some silver, you know, and do whatever you want to do. I think it looks beautiful and natural, pretty much just like that. All right, first run, we are using the grass grenade mold. Let's get it. one of my favorite molds, and I love the way that it displays laminates because it has lots of little appendages that really blend the colors together nicely. It's always interesting how it laminates each one a little bit differently. So if you look up here, the legs are more of the purple, right? This bottom one, they're a little more mixed. You see a little bit more of that PB&J color. So just the way that it kind of distributes the color differently, I always find kind of fascinating. But anyway, oops, there is the first go round of them right there. What do y'all think? A little bit of PB&J in the 4-inch Stinger mold. So hopefully those will find some happy customers. Time for round 2. All right, here's another intimate look. Looking good, feeling good. Look at those two colors right there. Pretty. And of course, I have a slow leak in one of the lines on my vise here. And so every so often it gets low and the compressor has to kick back on. Okay, there is round 2, looking good with a little bit of sunlight coming in here. And you know, one thing that I really try to focus on, and something that I'm always learning and evolving with, is trying to mix color with sunlight in mind. So what necessarily doesn't look great in artificial light in your shop might really pop outside in natural sunlight where the baits are going to be used. So this color right here can actually look a little dark inside, right? I mixed it up dark on purpose. It looks a little dark inside, but as you can see, you get some real light on it, and all of a sudden the colors pop. And this is a better representation, I think, of what the fish will see. So, you know, whenever you're building color, really try to take your time when you're building your recipes. Take the baits outside, look at them, look at how real light interacts with your color, and I think you'll start making better baits. Okay, so here we have the 2 big piles of stuff that we made. And so I guess what we're going to do is just kind of package just a few things up and sort of make like a little mock box, I guess, right? It'd be kind of fun. Make a good thumbnail. Again, check those bad boys out. So we'll just package a few things up here in our Land is the Limit bags. Yeah. Gonna try to. Doing these jerk baits never works out all that great packaging. They always look kind of awkward to me. But that's just me. Yeah, there we go. Right? Yeah, so there's one. Again, this is just to kind of do a little mock trial here. Then we'll get a couple grenades. These are on sprues of 3, of course. So there's 6. Yeah, so we'll do maybe like 8 a bag. Just see how they divide up there, going 8 a bag. Again, I'm not being super neat about how I'm putting them in here. Just putting them in there. Chances are they would look different by the time they reach their destination anyway. But this will be cool to kind of check it out in the Hendrix box there. Right, so there's some of the grass grenades. Yeah. So there we have it. And I guess we need a few World's Worst Fishing stickers, huh? Well, all right, there it is. That is sort of a snapshot of what it's going to look like. Obviously, they will all come packaged. So anyone who's not familiar with my channel, you know, the World's Worst Fishing obviously is the name and branding of this channel that you're watching right now. Whenever I actually trade my lures, sell them that is, it's under my bait company name, Land is the Limit. Drew this neat fish hook logo back in 2011. A lot of people have stolen it. You've probably seen butchered versions of it out there. I'm actually the author of that design. So not a sore subject at all. But anyway, yeah, these are my original bait bags. So if you see these in one of these Hendrix fishing boxes, just know that that's coming from me. There'll probably be one of those in the box. I'm going to send him a bunch of stickers. That way, whenever somebody does pull a bag out of these, my sticker will be in there as well, along with all the other brands like you saw earlier. So super neat concept. Lots of stuff. I mean, this is a ton of goodies. So definitely enough for several bags to go out into several boxes. And yeah, I appreciate the guy, the owner at Hendrix, reaching out, wanting to do this project. You know, I'm happy to promote anybody who is also promoting the small bait makers. Support your small bait makers, and you know, teaching about this hobby and how to do it and how to do it better is what the World's Worst Fishing is all about. So with that, I think we are going to sign out. Thank y'all so much for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we will see y'all in the next video. Oh, little bonus clip. That's looking a little bit more neat and organized right there.